Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I have here today is the all-new 2024 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. And yes, finally, Hyundai Motor Philippines decided to bring two new hybrid models here in the Philippines. And I would like to thank everyone here at the Hyundai booth display here in Alabang Town Center featuring this all-new Tucson Hybrid and the Santa Fe Hybrid. So that would be a separate video. Well, for the eagle-eyed viewer out there, this almost looks the same like with the non-hybrid vehicles. So check out the first ever review here in the Philippines between the gas and the diesel variants. Now this one's a bit more black than usual. Your LED lights stretch all the way down here, and these are running on 19-inch wheels. Now the biggest talking point with this all-new Hyundai Tucson Hybrid is what's powering this thing. Now powering this all-new Hyundai Tucson Hybrid is a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with a combined output of 235 horsepower and 367 Newton meters of torque. Way more power than that of the gasoline version, the non-hybrid, and the diesel variant, which is actually the most popular Tucson available. I wonder now if this all-new hybrid will overtake that now as the best selling Tucson, because I actually driven this already. There's a lot more to talk about now compared with the non-hybrid variants. And now here at the rear of the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, well, only main difference you can see here is this hybrid badge. And I love a lot of people were very confused on how to open this. It's actually just underneath here. So despite to being a hybrid now, the space is still generally the same. Well, I think the batteries are stored underneath here, well, gives it a high floor, but still you have a space saver, donut type tire, and yeah, all of the amenities is pretty much the same. 12-volt socket, LED lights, and a tonneau cover here as well. So that's about it here. So let's talk about more changes here once we get to the interior. So these are now the rear seats of the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. Door cards pretty much the same like the ones in front. Being a hybrid, usually there's less feet room in a way compared to the non-hybrid models. But no, look at the space. I mean, feet room, knee room is pretty good. I mean, this is not my driving position, by the way, but still pretty spacious enough. Headroom, yeah, pretty good too, despite to the panoramic sunroof. And if I sit here in the middle, yeah, there's a wide transmission tunnel, but you can simply put your feet up. Remember, this is still mated to an automatic transmission, not your regular CVT. So that's probably the reasons why this is a little bit wider. But it makes up for it. You have two net storages here behind both front seats, and then here in the middle, you get two air conditioning vents and two USB-C ports down below. These are fast chargers, by the way. I was able to fast charge this during the test drive itself. Yeah, I found it pretty handy, so I was able to recuperate more charge during filming. So that's about it here with this interior of the all-new Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. Let's go for a drive. Now here in the interior of the all-new Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, here in the door card, there's a lot of squeegee material and plastic, and even a cloth material here as well. Now, with this Tucson Hybrid, it's a much more refreshing interior than the usual crossovers out there. Yeah, now being a hybrid too, you get no more Hyundai badge here in the steering wheel itself. There's a lot of buttons, and surprisingly, you have paddle shifters. Remember, this is still mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Very interesting that they retained a regular automatic transmission rather than the usual CVT with all of the hybrids. So I expect this to drive a little bit more sportier than usual. So this car is as well dominated by two 12.3-inch screens, one for your instrument cluster with a lot of information, and here two for your infotainment system equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and along too with all of your 360-degree cameras with a lot of modes like a front wide view, top view, and all of that. And the response time of the 3D mode is very good. It doesn't lag like some other cars there in general. And new too with this Tucson Hybrid, now being electrified in a way, you get your gear shifter here now on the right side. Feels a lot more like that of our European vehicles. And here for all of your controls for the air conditioning system, all of them are still physical buttons and knobs, which is very good. It's not like touch sensitive or something buried here in the infotainment system. I haven't seen this too in the other Tucson variants. You get very large cabin spaces here on the dashboard itself, glove box. Alright, that's actually pretty big. And this is as well pretty new. Underneath, you get two USB-C ports and a 12-volt socket. So it's a push type function, which is a little bit more premium than usual. Cabin spaces underneath, and here in the floating center console as well is new part of this Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. You get few blanks only, but all of your important buttons like for your parking stuff, hill descent control, auto hold, and your drive modes as well. So we will get to that later on in the test drive. And yeah, I dig this interior now compared with the non-hybrid models, even the diesels. So above here, you get controls for your LED lights and two for your panoramic sunroof that stretches all the way to the rear seats. Another good take with this Tucson hybrid. Say hi. Visor, you have a vanity mirror with LED light. These don't extend because I already see it. You have sun clip extensions at least here. I give that a pass. And the seats here too, it's all leather. It's very nice material and you get a very nice chrome trim here on the seat itself. And more buttons here too on the left side. I think these are all new as well. You get your headlight level adjustments, electronic parking brake, electronic stability control, a lot of electric stuff here on the left side, and your 12-volt battery set. I've not seen that in any other car, which is a good thing. So now finally driving the Hyundai Tucson hybrid. And we're just left it here in Eco mode. So there are three modes, Eco, Sport, and the Custom My Drive mode. And this is what's special now, driving a Tucson hybrid. And this is what I've been waiting for. You can run this in fully electric mode. And of course, when you just want to floor it, ooh! Ooh! Interesting. So you get corner cameras too. I'm not sure if that was present in the old one. You can just correct me in the comments down below. Well, if it is an addition now, this is already well spec than before for obvious reasons. You got everything here, as I mentioned earlier in the display. You got a lot more features and a little bit more sense of premiumness. Now, this is one of the few hybrids that the engine just kicked in. This is one of the few hybrids that is not a CVT transmission. So I will commend Hyundai for retaining a 6-speed automatic transmission. So here's sport mode and just floor it. Wow, that's peppy. That's really, really peppy. Wow, it's so punchy. You get 360 plus Newton meters on the top now. Yeah, this is a little bit more fun now driving this Tucson hybrid because of course you got the assistance now of an electric motor. It can be a lot more sportier now than usual. Of course, off the line, it's much more engaging to drive if you leave it in sport mode. But in the My Drives, you can ease off with the steering wheel and you have lane departure warning. Oh yeah, look, it's doing its thing. That's cool. And yeah, that's the keep my hands on the steering wheel feature. And here with Eco mode, this is what I like too. You just cruising just in EV mode. Right, and the NVH, I think it's more or less the same like with the gas and diesels, which I did a review of. I did a compare video almost 2 years ago now. Yeah, it's doing its job really, really well. Now, back in the infotainment system, there's a hybrid mode, so you can see how much hybrid fuel you're using and how much you've been and how much you're driving on the electric motor itself. And don't mind all of the fuel economy reading. This is a little bit inaccurate since we're just driving around here in Alabang. And for some reason, I can't find the reset button. I'm literally long pressing already here in the steering wheel itself. It's not resetting. That's why it's just reading here 6.1 kilometers per liter. You can do a lot more, of course. And I remember driving the gasoline variant here almost 2 years ago now. It was doing like almost 7. I expect this to do a little bit more double with the fuel economy. So I expect at least like 8 or 10. So anyways, now here driving on full EV mode. I have not seen the engine kicking yet. We're just in Eco mode. We're doing like 60 already. That's really good with the NVH. It's the same as the non-hybrid variants, but it's a bit more quieter and a bit more pleasant since now you are running on an electric motor itself. And the bumps and humps, okay, just find a little bit more stiffer than usual. However, it soaks up them still pretty well. And despite as well being a hybrid, which you expect all the springs, the suspension itself to be a little bit more stiffer than usual. Not with this Tucson hybrid, just a bit only, but it's still a very, very comfortable experience. Handling, despite again being a hybrid, which you expect again for this to be a little bit heavier than usual, I see no weight difference at all with this hybrid system. It's Hyundai did a really, really good job with this Tucson hybrid of being one of the most economical cars you can buy, as well to one of the more sporty oriented side of things. I mean, this alone is already giving so much enthusiastic vibes with the Tucson hybrid. Now, for the cost of all of this, for 2,290,000 pesos, yes, it's a little bit more steeper than the gas and diesel counterparts. However, you got a refreshed interior, a bit better with the looks as well. Sunroof, as mentioned, I remember this was absent in the gasoline van, and you're paying for the hybrid system with way better fuel economy than usual. So hopefully we'll have a blend out from Hyundai Motor Philippines so I can give a more proper verdict with this car. But for now, this is a really, really good hybrid overall. So yeah, that concludes my quick test drive review of this Hyundai Tucson hybrid. So again, I would like to thank everyone here at Hyundai Motor Philippines and to Sir Daniel of Hyundai Abad Santos. These are his contact details, and special thanks to this man who is always with me, Adrian1011. Here, Sir Daniel, you may check out this dealer if you want to check out the all-new Hyundai hybrids. We will drive one more after this. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with probably one of my forward collision warning. I will see you with one of my favorite crossovers of the year. Bye-bye.